Before you can figure out where you're going, gotta look back at where you've been. There's things that happen that seem like they didn't mean nothing at the time. But then you realize they mean everything.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy Jay Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. And this one right here is titled Zion's Origin Story. I just noticed I fucking spelled story wrong on here. Oh well, glad nigga. I know how to spell it. Glad niggas, don't y'all say nothing about it. Anyways, but anyway though, on this particular video, we gonna be talking about basically, I'm gonna be going over the origin stories of what I believe, basically identifying who Zion's character is and how he's gonna, how these other characters in Raising Kanan are going to, be related to him, and how I think all of this took place, and how we got to this, ultimately got to the Zion that we just seen on book 2. And of course, we're gonna go over the parallels. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So in Power Book 2 Ghost, we was introduced to a character by the name of Zion, right? And Zion was introduced because he was a mid-level hustler. He was a basically, he was a dealer, and Tariq and Braden needed a new plug that they could get under the radar to try to avoid, coming in contact with Noma. And of course, Davis McLean was the one that, introduced them and said that Zion only took the meeting because of Tariq's last name. And coming to find out, of course, he ended up knowing who Tariq's father was. But not only did he know who his father was, he knew him as Ghost. So the moment he called Tariq, he let Tariq know that he knew his father as Ghost, and was referring to Braden as Tiny Tommy. That let us know that he knew who both Ghost and Tommy was. Now given his age, we know he couldn't have been their age range. Looking at him, you can tell he's not exactly their age range. But the fact that he knows them by that, that closely, and knew the type of business that they were in, he had to have been part of their inner circle. Now, later on in book 2, I think possibly 2 episodes after that, episode 4, if I'm not mistaken, Detective Tate came to Carter's office, and he basically gave us the full name of Zion, which turned out to be Marcus Zion Washington. The moment I heard the last name Washington, I know for a fact I was the first channel to report this. Then a couple of other ones followed behind. It instantly let me know that he must have had some kind of relations to, of course, none other than your boy D Wiz. Because D Wiz, who obviously comes from Raising Kanan, full name is Derek Washington. So, the moment I heard Washington, it just let me know, okay, he's related to D Wiz. At first, I initially thought, like I said, that it was his brother, because we know D Wiz have a brother. But then I had to look at it again. I was like, okay, yeah, he's not old enough to quite be D Wiz's brother. because he would be approximately 50 something years old at this point. And of course, Zion doesn't look 50. He looks like he's probably in his mid to late 30s. So with that being said, it led me to start really thinking, who exactly is this guy? Because I seriously doubt they give us a character who shares the same last name as D-Wiz and also knows Ghost and Tommy, because we know from the original Power that Ghost was very discreet about his nickname Ghost. Only people in his inner circle that were closest to him, such as Tommy, Tasha, and his primeras, basically Julio, Ruiz, and the ball. And Roller, and Rola's young, you know what I'm saying, the youngest brother. Those were the only people, to our knowledge, that really knew who Ghost was. Not even his longtime lover, Angela, knew, you know what I'm saying, who knew him as Ghost. And so the question is, how does Zion know him as Ghost? So we got a same last name shared from a character that we know's last name is Washington. We have a missing brother of D-Wiz. Now, let's go ahead and move to the next one. Of course, we have already been given the news that I don't forget this dude's name, because to be honest, I'm not too familiar with him. But y'all know who this is. This is the guy that's playing. Somebody go tell me in the comments. But anyway, the guy who's going to be playing B-Rilla. Now, judging by the description of what we've been given by B-Rilla, it is a high % chance that B-Rilla could turn out to be D-Wiz's big brother. Because we've been, they talked about him in the first season and then never mentioned him again. And now we're heading to the 4th season and still we haven't seen him yet. So I'm pretty sure with this being the 4th season that they're finally getting ready to introduce him to us. And I believe it's going to be none other than B-Rilla. Now, of course, if you've been following my channel, you know I recently did a video on whether or not B-Rilla will turn out to be Breeze. That is still in the air. And of course, this video isn't necessarily about that. It is just breaking down who exactly is Zion and where he comes from. So, I believe that there is a high possibility that Zion is the son of D-Wiz's brother. That's who I believe he is. And if you ask me, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Like I said, we both know that all of them share their last name, Washington, because we know that D-Wiz's mom last name is Washington. D-Wiz's last name is Washington. So we can only assume that the older brother, unless he have a different dad, but more than likely, he also shared the last name Washington. So, with that connection being made, it's probably a high possibility that he is none other than the son of D-Wiz's older brother, B-Rilla. If B-Rilla turns out to be his his older brother. Now, more to the story. We see here, this is another time where, Zion was referring to Braden as Tiny Tommy. So he gave us 2 incidents where he referred to Braden as Tiny Tommy, giving us further indication that, he was pretty close to Ghost and Tommy, because every time he's seen them, he was mentioning Ghost or Tommy, right? So he's not going to be just mentioning them like that without just not, having mad respect and, for them and being close to them. I seriously doubt it. You feel me? Like, I'm pretty sure there was a deep connection between them. And like I said, I believe it's because just like Ghost, what it is probably that, similar to how Ghost, looked after Kanan's son once Kanan was locked up. Ghost probably felt this is for if B really turns out to be Breeze, or D-Wiz's older brother turns out to be Breeze. More than likely, similar to how he took care of Sean once Kanan was, locked up and wasn't there to take care of his son. More than likely, Ghost and Tommy probably looked after Breeze's son, Zion, as well. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they were the one that took out their father. So they was like, it's only right if we make sure he's good. Now they probably never told Zion that they were the ones behind the death of his father, but they looked after him, just like Sean was never told that he was behind Kanan going to jail. So it's probably the same story, and that would give us another parallel to, of course, the demise of Zion. And what do I mean by this? Well, think about it. Breeze, like I said again, this is if D-Wiz's brother turns out to be Breeze. We already know that Breeze was taken out by Ghost and Tommy because they told us the story in episode 2 of the original Power. Tommy told the story and said 2 former carnivores looked Breeze in the face and shot him in the effing head, right? And we already know from Kanan that it was done in Breeze's apartment, right? So this past season, Zion, even though this wasn't necessarily his apartment, he was at a safe house, but still, he was inside of the apartment that was given to him and was taken out by the new Ghost and Tommy, which is, of course, Tariq and Braden. So there's another parallel. The sons of Ghost and Tommy, well, even though Braden isn't Tommy's, son, blood son, but, everyone looks at him as the next Tommy, right? So the son of Ghost and the new Tommy takes out the son of Breeze in a very similar fashion inside of the apartment. And then he even refers to Tariq as Ghost as he gets ready to take him out and ultimately popped him in the head just like Ghost did Breeze. So, pretty much that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. I just wanted to, I thought it'd be a cool little video to go ahead and go over that and, go over the origin story of Zion. And, of course, opening up the door for you guys to make a decision. Is Zion the son of D-Wiz's brother? And if it turns out to be B-Rilla's brother, is he the son of B-Rilla's brother? Also, could he turn out to be Breeze? Let me know all of that and more in the comments, of course. And like usual, like I've been telling y'all of all of my recent videos, if you haven't checked out the comedy series pilot, surreptitious, make sure you hit your little glass over there and check it out. Let me know, leave some comments. Of course, like I said, even if you don't have time to really watch the full video, at least just visit it and hit the like. You'll see the link at the end of this video. Just click the link at the top left side, or wherever side you is. You're gonna see the picture of look like some 3 women up in the corner, and just click the link and then hit like. That's all you gotta do is that, niggas, for the algorithm purposes. But yeah, like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, Let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.